Hey guys, what's going on? The best one A. So I've been sitting on this video for a while. Never got a chance to put it up due to the audio being messed up, as you'll probably see later on. But I got to take this Ducati Multistrada Enduro edition out. And as you can see here, it has these knobby tires on it. And I'm just doing a little walk around for you guys so you can see it. And it's a pretty awesome bike. So I'm just getting my second camera mounted up here. And just making sure all my stickies are on. Now this was a Ducati demo day. This was around in July, don't remember the date, but of 2016, in July. And I threw a leg on, got over it, and I realized, like, man, how tall this bike is. Oh man, it is so tall. And you can see the little smirk on my face. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I'm here. I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, how do you start this thing? I see the knob here for turning it, but I'm like, why is it not turning on? Little did I realize that there wasn't a fob, and they ended up bringing I called the guy, and he ended up bringing the fob over for me so that I can get it started. All right, so I'll fast forward to that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got one of the Ducati gentlemen to come over, and he helped me to get it running. He gave me the key fob and got it going. He was showing me here how to fire the bike up. You had to apparently press that button all the way down on the bottom, I think, and then you can push it down or something weird like that. I don't know. Anyway, so we got it started, and we're going to be off in a second. And audio should come in a few seconds. So first thing I noticed is just how well balanced this bike is. Now, I gotta say, even before that, I usually don't do voiceovers, but though I was trying to record audio through my cell phone, and it just didn't work. It never recorded. Anyhow, I came all the way out here from New York. This was way out in Jersey where this test ride was, and I brought all my gear, took the van down, put all my gear, but I forgot my gloves. I got here, I was like, where's my gloves? I don't know where my gloves are. I couldn't find them. Anyway, so out on the bike, start to realize, man, like, wow, this bike is like really easy to ride. You know, you look at it, you see it's like so tall, and you think maybe it's not an easy bike to ride, but you hear me going through the gears there. The motor has this sound. It's just, I almost want to say it's intoxicating just listening to the motor rev out. Now this is I checked the website. It says this is a 160 horsepower motor, and redline was 9,500 if I'm not mistaken for the redline. And it has torque numbers of 136 Newton meters at 7,500 RPMs. Man, those are some interesting numbers. Anyhow, we're gonna fast forward and loop out a little bit through here. He had this Ducati Panigale that was next to me. Oh man, that was such a cool bike. They had a lot of bikes there. A lot of bikes that you can take out for a ride, you can test ride. They had that other Ducati there. I can't remember the name. XDFL, that one. That they had a bike there too, also. And it was a nice looking bike. So I'll let you just watch a little bit, and I'll come back in when we get to the highway. Now, something that should be said about this bike, it has knobby tires, but you really don't notice or even, dare I say, feel these knobby tires. You know, while you're out riding, it feels like a regular motorcycle on street tires. I mean, the guy told me that. He said it would feel a little odd. He said just don't lean over a lot, because you can't lean over as much, or you shouldn't lean over as much as you usually would on a sport bike or street tires and such and such and such. So that I tried not to do, but man, I'm telling you, it was like, it felt like this bike felt like just being on a regular bike. I didn't even notice it. This screen, the windscreen is actually adjustable, but apparently I don't think it's that you can just pull a latch and then adjust it. I think you actually have to like unbolt it and then loosen it or something like that. I don't know. Like, I didn't really look into it too much, but it looked like that would be the case. I felt not much heat off the motor, a little bit of heat, but nothing out of the ordinary. And I don't really remember much of what I was saying because it was so long ago. But I was actually vlogging and just telling you guys like how the bike was. And I just gotta say, I was impressed. So let's see if we can get a little further into the video here. Alright, so now we are making our way onto the highway. We're going to make a right up here in a little bit. And as we make our way onto the highway, we're going to get to open her up a bit. And, oh man, just watch and see. I was closing on a guy in the XDL so damn fast I had to let off because, oh man, I'm telling you, it just opening the throttle like that was just exhilarating. I have to say, this was the funnest bike I've ridden in a very long time. I mean, I think this is number one. Out of all the bikes I've tested ridden, this was so much dang nabbing fun. And then the power, it was just there, just boom. And it wasn't even in the sport mode, which was funny because I ended up changing it a little later on to put it into the sport mode. But man, woo! I'm not sure if it was, but I think maybe it might have been in the torrent mode. But I tell you, that romp on a highway really shocked me. I think next time they do a demo ride, I'm gonna have to try and take one out on street tires just to get a feel for it. Also, I want to take out that one of those Panigales also because I've been wanting to know how those ride. But I have to keep an eye on the site to see when they're gonna do another demo ride again. Here's why, even when you're out on these demo rides and you have a lead rider, you should still always check and make sure that you're okay to make a turn, because I was going to make that turn and I gave a second check and I saw that Prius coming and I actually ended up stopping. So always make sure you double check. So here I decided I wanted to check what mode the bike was in, and I started playing around with the settings, and it was not that easy for me to get it out of, I don't remember if it was in touring mode, but whatever mode it wasn't easy for me to get it out of that mode and into the other one. Only reason is I say that is because I didn't ask them beforehand how to do this. I kind of just figured this out a little bit on the fly. But I did end up getting it into sport mode, as you'll probably see a little bit later down the line. There's a little interesting feature that I noticed that it has when I went through the tunnel and activated the menu. It actually switches contrast colors on the LCD screen, which I thought was kind of cool. Took me a little while, but I eventually did get it in the sport mode. Of course, if I owned the bike and I was, I would have read the manual and I would actually know how to do such a thing. But I wish I could get a chance to take it out on the highway again in sport mode, just to get a feel for what the difference in power would be. I haven't looked online to see like what the different settings end up, how much power the different settings end up producing. So I'm not sure if the mode that it was in, which I think was touring mode, may have cut the power a bit. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But even if it did, I tell you, that pull on a highway was impressive. Into the motorcycle mall, which is a huge motorcycle deal down in New Jersey, and they tend to have a lot of stuff there. They have jeans, they have bikes, they got all different model brands bikes, and they do repairs, as you can see there on the left hand side, and there's just a lot of stuff. Yeah, so thank you guys for checking this video out, and I hope you guys didn't mind this voiceover. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a safe one. You stay safe, you ride safe, and I will see you soon.
Multistrada Enduro. Yep, 1200 Enduro. One bike after this.